Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Tuesday, the 5th day of January. Today is National Bird Day.
Bird Day.
What do I say every year when it's this?
Happy birthday to you.
I do.
I know.
I let you do it this year. Do you feel special?
I really do.
I don't know why. Why do I do that? It's instantly jumped into my head, though. National Keto Day today. National Screenwriters Day. We spoke with a screenwriter not too long ago on the John and Heidi Show. And then National Whipped Cream Day today. You like whipped cream?
I do.
What is it the best on? Because you don't just eat whipped cream on its own.
Oh, it's good on just about everything.
But what would you say it pairs best with?
What do you mean pairs best with?
Is it best on pie?
Jell-O, it's good on pie, it's good on just about everything.
All right.
It's awesome.
Well, have you ever just eaten whipped cream on its own, though?
Yes.
Have you really?
Yes.
Apparently today's the day to do that. It's also a Tuesday, so that means we have Tuesdays with Charlie. We'll have that before you know it as well.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. According to a survey from the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research, that was a lot of stuff, 22% of Americans say they feel extremely festive. And this was at Christmas time, I'll bet. And that's down 49% from a year ago. See, I've got 3 studies today. I'm trying to get caught up because I got a lot of stuff so I think this is probably from back at Christmas time. The next one, a new survey found 1 in 8 relationships are, quote, on the rocks because of COVID. So
Yeah, I can
see that too.
that.
And a British charity called Medical Detection Dogs found that dogs may be able to sniff out COVID. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this.
I think we have talked about that.
So it'd be really cool if they can detect it for sure. Because I remember in the study that we read last time, the guy that had written the story said cats probably can too. They just don't care. So I thought that was funny.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well, it's either you or me. So good luck. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A Florida man was arrested for a DUI after crashing his car into a digital county sign that says, drive sober or get pulled over. And he crashed into that. He's 22 years old, drunk as a skunk. They found him near the sign, which had been flipped over and damaged, in his Mazda. He reportedly told deputies he was on the phone with a friend when he hit something, but he was unsure what he had hit. According to the arrest report, the man failed a field sobriety test and blew over twice the legal limit. It says here he is facing DUI charges and property damage charges. So,
Yikes.
that's not good. And I want to say something. You don't ever drink and drive. Ever, 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 ever. Like, it's just a bad idea, because when you do that,
Never.
you're putting your life at risk and every single person on the roadway. And how bad would you feel if you kill somebody? Just don't do that. It's a bad idea, and that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. It says here the cast members from The Sopranos gathered online last week for a reading of a brand new comedy sketch.
It was comedy sketch of The Sopranos?
Well, it was kind of making fun of their characters on The Sopranos. The event was a fundraiser for firefighters, which is really cool. So I do not know how much they raised, but I think it's cool that they did that. The first photos of the sequel, Coming to America 2, Coming to America, and it's just the number 2.
That looks really good.
It was released showing King Akeem which is Eddie Murphy's character reuniting with Semi, Arsenio Hall's character, as they travel from their beloved Zamunda back to Queens, New York, and they're looking for the king's long-lost son.
Right.
So it does look like it'll be a fun one.
It's got a lot of the same characters that was on it before, and it's just...
Let your soul
Yeah,
blow.
it's going to be good.
Former Scientologist Leah Remini is saying that Tom Cruise, his COVID-19 rant that he had, she said that is just a publicity stunt.
I wouldn't doubt that.
He's been out of the news for a while, so that's all it is to get you to talk about him.
Yep.
And here we just did it again.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org. This would be a fun thing to go to, but I probably won't be making it once again, although I could this year because it's all digital. The world's biggest consumer electronics meetup is going all digital this year. The Consumer Electronics Show. It starts tomorrow. Now, this is usually a thing they do in Vegas, and there's millions of people that go to it.
Right.
And we didn't go to this. We went to a broadcaster event, though. And the broadcaster
and this
event
isn't something I would go to.
But
this
the broadcaster event is
me.
tiny compared to this thing. This is even bigger than that. So, but they always have the latest and greatest, coolest gadgets, which that would be kind of fun to go see. So now let's talk about the exact opposite of the latest and greatest cool gadgets.
Okay.
Things that have no longer been available for sale because, well, they probably shouldn't have been in the first place. Things like the most dangerous toys that you played with as a kid, lawn darts. During their brief and generally awesome reign of the 1980s in suburbia, jarts racked up 6,700 injuries, and it is rumored that they even had some deaths.
Really?
Yeah, because like they threw the thing up and it hit them in the head when it came back down, like stabbed into their brain. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just a urban legend, but I should have Googled that before we talked about it. Snack time Cabbage Patch dolls. Did you hear about these?
No.
So this is a thing where the Cabbage Patch doll mouth would like chew and it would eat things and it would go into a little book, like a backpack.
Okay.
So you'd feed food into it. Well, the problem is no mechanism to turn off the munching should trouble arise. It was only a matter of time before some kid got long hair pulled in there or a finger. 35 fingers and ponytails fell victim, and they were removed from retail shelves forever. 500,000 customers were offered a full refund. Guess how much they were?
How much?
$40.
Okay.
Yeah, snack
I don't
patch.
remember these at all.
And then the Sky Dancers. Do you remember these? Injuries for these include scratched corneas and temporary blindness, mild concussions, broken ribs and teeth, facial lacerations that required stitches. Nearly 9 million Sky Dancers were eventually recalled. I've got a link to each one of them in our show notes. You can actually watch commercials for these things. That's how I knew it, the Cabbage Patch, because I'd never heard of that either. Had to check it out. In the show notes at johnandheidishow.com. And I think we got room for at least this one last thing. Researchers say bad moods are contagious. Did you know that?
They definitely are. I would have to agree with
They'll
that
spread
for sure.
through groups of friends and through families, even across hundreds of miles. Grumpy people can influence other people to be grumpy as well. Scientists say friends of friends that have never even met. It'll ripple from pebbles ripple like pebbles thrown into a pond. An unhappy connection decreases the chance of a person being happy by 7%. The effect works both ways, by the way. A happy connection increases your chance of being in a good mood. So do yourself a favor. If you want to be around happy people today, just be happy. Yeah, try it. Check it out. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
And he's in the studio again. How you doing, Charlie?
Again.
2 weeks in a row. How do I do it?
I haven't talked to you since last year.
I know how I do it. I get mileage and all that good stuff coming up here.
So, Happy New Year to you, Charlie.
Oh no, ho is gone, ain't it?
It's
Yeah,
gone.
Happy New Year.
This is going to be a new year, and hopefully this will get better.
Yes, exactly.
Can't get any worse,
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
what do you have
it
for us?
could.
Yeah, no kidding.
and it probably will. Okay, do you know what a natal cleft is?
No.
That's a medical term for your butt crack.
Really?
Oh.
It's a natal cleft?
Natal cleft.
Huh.
I read that just in the old, what is that? You go in and it's like a dictionary on it's for health stuff.
Oh.
Look that up in there.
Medical guide. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Look up natal cleft. probably be a picture of John getting out of the hot tub.
Hey, I got a question. How many Bloody Marys did you have?
I'm on my second one. You won't let me sit here naked no more, so
I'm just saying. He's still celebrating the New Year.
Happy New Year. Boy, I got to get better. I got to type this stuff or something. Okay, have you ever got out of the pool and noticed that your eyes were red?
Yes.
That's not a chlorine issue.
Really?
It's urine.
It means somebody peed in the pool.
Oh, no.
Grandpa was probably in there before you got there.
Yeah, it's amazing because usually, like, you watch a TV show, you got to pee 9 times during the show, but you'll sit in a hot tub all afternoon
Right.
while drinking 7 beers.
7 beers later, in 3 hours, I'm still there.
You got to use the restroom? No, I'm fine.
Speaking of that, I need a little drinker. Okay, let's move on to the next thing here. We only got a couple more. So.
Okay.
You know what a blue whale is?
Yeah.
Its testicles can weigh up to 150 pounds each.
Really?
Whoa.
It's a big whale.
But he's in the water, so it kind of helps him float a little bit, I suppose. I don't know. Couldn't put him on shore. It'd be dragging on the dirt.
Wow.
Hey, did you know you are born with only 2 fears in life?
Oh, yeah? What are they?
I think I got 3, but I don't know. Fear of falling
Okay.
and fear of loud noises.
Oh, wow.
Why would anybody fear loud noises?
When you're a baby, I suppose, loud noises are very scary.
Yeah.
Hey! Did I scare you?
You got me jumping over here.
Make you nervous, don't I?
Picked the wrong day to start wearing headphones.
You just think anything could come out of this mouth at any time, don't you? Hey, then I got one last thing, and we better call this up because this is the first of a new year or something like
Yeah, it is.
that. I better have another drink. Hey, if you die and have a cat and there's nobody around to feed it, it could start by eating your face and eyes as soon as 24 hours after you die.
Oh, my
No
goodness.
That's why you should have dogs.
Yes, dogs would never do that.
What, dogs wait, 27 hours?
I don't think a dog would eat you. Most dogs.
Well, they would eventually if you didn't feed them. They're kind of picky eaters, so they probably wouldn't.
When you came up with all this stuff, how much had you been drinking?
Apparently too much.
You couldn't even read your handwriting today. So, I don't know if the problem started when you were writing it or if it's now.
I think it's the glasses I'm wearing. I can't.
Yeah, it's probably.
It's Mom's glasses, so it must be her fault.
Well, they look nice on you, though. Do you have time for a question from us, Charlie?
I got all day.
All right. So here's your question. Since we're talking about New Year's, this isn't New Year's, but it's a question about what year. What year was the first Wimbledon championship held?
1948.
No, it was before that. Heidi?
23.
No, 1877.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was on ESPN and
Yeah.
just kidding.
You know
There was-
why we didn't know that?
Why is that?
Because nobody watches tennis.
Nobody cares.
All the tennis people are mad at you now, Charlie.
Well, get on the bus.
He's keeping a list. Well, thank you for joining us in the new year, sir.
We'll probably be done here after this week.
Hey, that's what you're doing. You're trying. What can I do to get myself kicked off?
Hey, I haven't seen my new contract yet either.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
you
right.
have not.
We should work on that.
We're done. Bye, Fluff.
Bye,
Bye, John.
Daddy.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
You sleep in a certain position, and that will cause you to have different dreams. It says your sleep position influences your dreams.
Really?
Yeah, so if you have like bad dreams and you're sleeping in a certain position, shift up the position, and that'll maybe help you shift up your dreams as well. And if you keep having like the same bad dreams over and over,
dreams very
no,
often.
you have really weird
I have
dreams.
weird dreams, but they're not
She
bad dreams.
Usually has a dream starring like a B or C level, maybe even D level celebrity. Sometimes she tell me who it is. I'm like, who's that?
So
she was the friend of the kids that in this show. She was the neighbor kid. I'm like,
So weird.
why were you dreaming about her?
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird stuff.
Crazy.
Anyway, this is today's fun fact. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now you know.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Germany. A German couple was sued by their neighbors because of their dog. Apparently their dog is up to some old tricks. 6 different neighbor dogs turned up pregnant because of this one boy neighbor dog that's been on the run. So this couple in Germany, their male dog's been running around the neighborhood, and it got 6 different dogs pregnant in 1 week. So I don't know what the dog's name is. I have some ideas that I could throw out there, but I won't. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A supermarket shopper was spotted to be wearing something kind of bizarre on her head. It turns out it was a makeshift COVID mask made of underwear. Jared Richter and his wife Jennifer had been shopping at a supermarket in Florida when they spotted a woman's quirky attempt at staying safe while buying her groceries. As she was getting out of her car, the 44-year-old froze and then started cracking up after noticing some beige underwear stretched across a customer's head. The woman can be seen packing away her shopping items and returning her trolley, completely unfazed by the couple staring at them from across the car park, the parking lot, I think we call it. But if you want to see a link to that, I've got it in the show notes for today. We were just talking the other day about this very thing, and this is a true story. So she had her underbritches on her face,
Right.
to go shopping. So
But she still had britches on.
She did indeed,
Yes.
Heidi. Yes. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. I feel bad for this dude, but you don't lie. A guy showed up at a hospital in Hungary with a gunshot wound. Police were called because the man said, well, I was in the woods and somebody shot me. But when they got there, they go, the entrance and exit wounds go straight down his leg. That's not consistent with somebody shooting him. And then he finally admitted, All right, I had a revolver and I was playing cowboy and I accidentally pulled the trigger.
Was playing
He was,
cowboy.
and that's in quotes. So he said I was playing
How
cowboy.
old is this guy?
It doesn't say, but the gun went off and shooted him right through the leg.
I was playing cowboy.
I was out in the woods playing cowboy.
Oh.
Hey, if you want to play cowboy, don't do it with a loaded gun. Just a little bit of advice from Uncle John here.
Oh, my.
If you do, you might shoot yourself in the leg, which luckily he's still alive because it could have been way worse. But no matter what, you would end up right here in today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. This one. Fake news or Florida? A Punta Gorda, Florida man called 911 multiple times and asked deputies to deliver him some ice cream and liquor. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
Yeah, I remember that story. That was a bad idea. Of all the people to call, I mean, if you wanted to have somebody do that, you could probably do that like through one of the delivery places. There are people who do that. That's what they do. I don't know if they deliver liquor, but they deliver food.
Yeah, they do.
So you could have gone on and done that.
I don't know if they deliver liquor. I don't know if you can get liquor delivered.
I'm not sure how any of that works. But yeah, if you wanted to have somebody do it, there's somebody that would have, but you don't dial 911 because if you do, you're going to get in trouble. And he did. This is today's fake news or Florida on the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It's a really cool story. It comes your way courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org, where we can, each and every one of us, make good news every day. Again, the website and the details at giftcardchallenge.org. Here's a headline. Hot dog vendor donates a kidney to save a customer's life and then offers free hot dogs for life to donors. The owner of a hot dog stand donated a kidney to a customer last week, which right there, if you just stopped it right there.
Absolutely.
That's a cool story.
That's a cool story.
And now he's saying, you know what? I think more people need to do this. Tell you what, you do this, I'll give you free hot dogs for life. You follow my lead, you become a kidney donor. Scully White is the guy's name. He's the owner of Lully's Food Experience in British Columbia. He successfully donated a kidney to a customer, Tim Hiscock, and that happened on Monday. White found Mr. Hiscock was in need of a transplant. He found this out in December. He was a customer for almost 3 years before I even knew his name. One day, his wife called me and said, hey, he's got some medical issues. Can you please not feed him without my permission? It's the kind of thing Heidi would do. Go into restaurants around town. There's pictures hanging up. Do not serve this fat man. Like, hey, I don't know why my diet's not working. Yeah, I do, because I was balancing your checkbook.
Yeah.
After learning of the health crisis, he decided, you know what, I'm going to see if I'm a match. And he was. Turns out he was a match, a perfect match. Within 48 hours, they were getting all this stuff set up, and it says less than 48 hours after the transplant, they were discharged. So the cool thing about this is, like I said, he donated a kidney, which was awesome. But then he said, hey, if other people will do this, I'm going to give you free hot dogs for life. And it says they set up a GoFundMe. They raised over $25,000 to help get all this stuff put together.
That's really cool.
It's really cool. I've got a link to the story. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Tuesday. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.